We are on a journey. So gradually we are learning and we are gaining clarity. So the previous video we talked about what is entrepreneurship. So in this particular video, we are going to be looking at characteristics of an entrepreneur, who an entrepreneur is. Even from our previous video, from the explanations I gave, I'm sure you must have been able to know what entrepreneurship looks like, what it's all about. So this particular video now it's not going to be too long. It's just to let you know the characteristics of an entrepreneur, how to identify them, and who exactly is an entrepreneur. All right, you've understood what entrepreneurship is all about. You need to know who is an entrepreneur, so that you will know whether you watching me it's an entrepreneur or a hustler. Are you a hustler or an entrepreneur? All right, so let's get right into today's topic. I'll be very, very straightforward because I don't want this video to be very, very long. So what are the characteristics? What do you see in a person and you will say that, oh, this is an entrepreneur? What are those characteristics? What makes an entrepreneur very different from an ordinary business person? What are those characteristics? What are those features you see and say, these are features of entrepreneur? All right. So number one is that successful entrepreneurs often possess different qualities, and I'm going to be listing some of those qualities. As I'm listing them, please remember to put yourself in the picture, your business in the picture, and see where you fall in. Number one, I'll tell you this: entrepreneurs have vision. They see possibilities before others do. Entrepreneurs have vision. Number one, that's number one thing. There is always a vision. If you think of the Tony Lumelu, then they have a vision to empower entrepreneurs in Africa, to business owners in Africa, to support them, to help them. There's always a vision. The business you are doing, if it's actually solving a problem, there should be a vision, something to guide you, something to help you be on the right track. All right. So the second characteristics of an entrepreneur is courage. Oh my goodness, if you're an entrepreneur, you must be very, very courageous, because sometimes the journey looks so lonely, so discouraging, so frustrating. Well, if you're not courageous about what you're doing, you might want to give up early. All right. So one of those characteristics of an entrepreneur is that of courage. You must be very, very courageous to push that big dream, to make that vision, bring it to life. All right. They take action even when they don't feel like. Oh my goodness, I like this part. Entrepreneurs, their characteristics is courage. And what does it mean? They take action. They take action even when you don't feel like. There are some days when you don't feel like doing something. Like I'm recording this video now, or I'm doing this live rather. I don't feel like I have a lot of things I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to be in the kitchen. I'm supposed to do one thing or the other, because I have a vision of what to achieve. I know that recording this video is very important to me. I had to take courage to sit down to do what I'm doing now. Entrepreneurs take action even when they don't feel like, when it is not convenient for you. As an entrepreneur, you keep pushing. Number three, persistence. Oh my God. They keep going despite setback. It doesn't matter how many times you fall. As an entrepreneur, it doesn't matter how many times you fall. You fall 10 times, 20 times. It's none of our business. The end point is that you make that dream, that vision, you bring it to life, bring it to pass someday. It doesn't matter how long. It doesn't matter whether how many years it will take you, all the struggles you go through. The important thing as an entrepreneur, you make sure that those dreams become reality. Setback doesn't discourage entrepreneurs. Challenges doesn't keep us away from our vision. Entrepreneurs are so persistent. Oh my goodness. You see that vision 2028, vision 2030. I'm going to bring it to life. I'm going to fulfill it, So you have to be very, very persistent. All right. So let's move on to number 4. Oh my God, creativity. At this point, if you have watched this video to this point, do me a favor. I've listed 4 characteristics of an entrepreneur. I want you to put them on the comment section for me. Let's go. Put them on the comment section for me. Number 1 is what? Vision. Oh my God. Entrepreneurs are visionary. You must have a vision to drive you. Yes, that vision must keep you going, must drive you. You must have a target. You must have a vision. Something that is you see even when others don't see it. Yes, imagine what you're building. For the woman who is a back pain queen who wants to be at the government house, see your vision. Your vision is to get into the government house, probably to go and massage the governor, to go and massage the president. That is your vision. So all you need to do is as an entrepreneur, you don't get discouraged. You're always very courageous, trying to take actions that will bring you closer to that vision, that will bring that vision to life. So you don't get discouraged. No matter how many times you fall, they reject you. Write letters to access the government house, they reject you. You keep pushing because you know that one day the story will change. For fashionista who sells luxury men outfits, one day your vision is that one day Mr. President will wear your clothes. So all you need to do is keep showing up. Don't get discouraged. It doesn't matter how many times you attempt and they say no. Keep attempting. All right. So entrepreneurs always have vision. They are very courageous. They are very persistent. They don't give up easily. And the 4th one is that they are very creative. See, creativity is that secret that keeps that keeps our energy moving. Very creative. Oh my goodness. They find innovative ways to solve problems. This is the true life style of an entrepreneur. Always finding creative way to solve problems. I want you to buy my clothes. Fashionista wants to sell her clothes to the president, and the president, we have been posting on social media, president is not seeing your post. All you need to do is to find a conference where the president will come, and maybe do a sculpture or do something to get his attention. Creative way. You can even create a content, that will get his attention. Do you understand? So entrepreneurs are very creative, very, very creative, because they have a problem to solve. So if they don't like going the straight way to solve this problem, they will always find a way, to get people's attention, make it creative, make it more. Imagine comedians now. Most comedians are most skit makers, or they are entrepreneurs. Oh my goodness, see what's going on here. So they are entrepreneurs as well. So they find creative way to get your attention, so that you spend time watching their skit while they are being paid by YouTube and other social media platforms. So let's move on. Number 5, entrepreneurs are disciplined. Are you a disciplined person? They do what needs to be done even when they don't feel like. Yes, you are very disciplined. Doesn't matter whether rain is falling. Customer wants to collect her order tomorrow. You have to enter the rain to go and get it done, because you want to deliver tomorrow. Let's move on. Number 7, their problem solving ability. This one cannot be overemphasized. Are you an entrepreneur? Your ability, you should have that as a lifestyle. Entrepreneurs focus on solution rather than complaints. I remember when we were doing our business clinic launch, we got to the venue, a lot of things we weren't working well. No, in fact, a lot of things that we provided weren't working well, and they were panicking. The media guy was like, "Oh, you didn't tell me. Why didn't you?" I just called him and I said, "Do you know what you do for me? What is available that we can work with and make this program come true? After the program, we talk." The guy smiled. I said, "Yes. You think I will be angry with you because you didn't bring this? You didn't bring..." No, this is not the right time. We have less than 30 minutes to start this program, and this is not available. This is not available. This is not the right time to think about it. Let's think solution. Always think solution. Do you know what happened? The speaker we were using stopped while the battery ran down while in the course of the program, and they didn't bring the charger, the charging cable. Oh my goodness, the guy got mad and got frustrated. Do you know, immediately I spoke to him, ideas came. Do you know what they did? One of the standing fans we saw in the venue there, they just plugged the fan, they used the cable and tested it in the speaker, and it charged. It started powering the speaker. That is an entrepreneur for you. Instead of you to see a problem, instead of you to be complaining, think solution at the moment. Think solution, find solution, ways to solve problem and move on to the next one. Number 8 characteristics is that they are continuous learners. They don't get tired of learning. Conference in Japan, conference in Djibouti, conference in Aba, always from one seminar to another, from one webinar, from one mentorship program. They are always hungry to learn something new. They understand that growth requires learning. If you are an entrepreneur, learning should be something that should be part of you, right? 18 years after I left higher institution, I had to go back to do my master's. Why did I do that? Because I want to be a better version of myself. There are some circles that I want to access, but looking at my qualification, I might not be qualified enough to go there. There are some positions I will want to attend. Looking at my position, I might not be able to attend there. So I had to go back to school to do my master's. And do you know what? Since I finished my master's, I've been able to access a lot of things. That is an entrepreneur for you. A businessman who is only earning for a businesswoman who is only interested in what she makes every day or daily need, meeting daily need, will not have that desire to go back to school. That is who an entrepreneur is. Let's move on to number 9. Number 9, entrepreneurs are resilient. Oh my goodness. They recover quickly from disappointment and failure. We know they die there. We don't die there. If you're an entrepreneur, you have to develop that resilient spirit. You made a mistake, allow the mistake to be there, move on, try something again. We make mistakes several times. You don't dwell on mistake. You move on. They are very, very resilient. You lose money today. Tomorrow, you want to invest again. Invest into another business. You try something and it didn't work out today. Tomorrow, you keep doing it. I am a witness. There are a lot of businesses I invested my money. I never worked out. I didn't come to the social media to start, crying or trying to get attention. No. Silently, I left it and I move on. That is the spirit, or that is one of the characteristics of an entrepreneur. I don't know if somebody is learning. Am I reading out something? No, I'm speaking from a place of experience. All right. So the question is, are you an entrepreneur? Are you an entrepreneur? Are you an entrepreneur? Another thing I want, number 10 now is, I've said that, I think I've said it. Entrepreneurs are innovators. Oh, innovation is their lifestyle. They like, they don't just copy what is already out there. They look for unique angles or, a better customer experience on different ways to do things, trying to make things work. Their risk tolerance. Launching something new is always come with chance of failure. Yes, so we take risk a lot. Entrepreneurs are risk takers. You shared a vision with somebody, and the person, sometimes people don't seem to understand you. They don't even understand why you are doing what you are doing. But you are the only one to understand, that sees what you want to achieve. You take the risk. At the point when you are taking the risk, they see it as risk, but you don't see it as risk. Entrepreneurs, until you begin to work, that's when people will see, the effort that has been put in place. I've talked about resilience. Entrepreneurs are resourceful. Oh my goodness, very, very resourceful. I'm a very resourceful person. There is nothing you ask me. There is nothing I can't navigate. You can hardly meet me and get a no from me as an answer. No, there's always different ways of navigating life. All right, very resourceful, especially in the beginning. The entrepreneurs often have to wear every single thing. Oh my God, very resourceful. When you are starting your business, you are the marketing officer. You are the chief marketing officer. You are the creative director. You are everything. The dispatch rider. Now you be everything. You are everything. Especially when you don't have enough resources to start your business. They are very, very resourceful. You see them as a content creator. You see them as the marketer. You wear the role of an accountant, operation manager, virtual assistant, a lot of things, just because you want it to work. And as you begin to grow, as you begin to scale, you begin to, delegate some of those duties that once become your lifestyle. Resourcefulness, we are not going to repeat any of this again. So entrepreneurs are amazing people. These are some of the characteristics. So having listed all these things, the question I'm going to ask you is, are you an entrepreneur? Do you exhibit some of these characters? I've shared more than I think about 10. Resilience, resourcefulness, creativity. They are visionaries. They continuous learning, problem solving ability, adaptability. Did I talk about that? Discipline. They are very creative. They are very persistent. They are very courageous. I've shared a lot of them. So put yourself in the shoes and ask yourself, are you an entrepreneur? All right, so I think I would like to end this video here and see in the next video where we are going to talk about what you should expect as an entrepreneur. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.